Welcome back to another awesome video.
Look, it's a first on this channel, an MCS cassette deck.
What's an MCS?
Well, this is a line of cassette decks from JCPenney.
Oh no, JCPenney.
There's a sale at Penney's!
JCPenney's name is on this cassette deck. That's right, I'm talking about the store and the catalog where you can get the latest hip, in-style clothing, toys and tools and furnishings. They also sold their highest quality audio equipment under a separate brand called the MCS series. That stands for Modular Component Systems. And that lasted from the late 70s all the way into the 1990s. And this cassette deck is the 3588, which was one of the top two cassette decks in their separate MCS catalog in 1982, selling for between...
So does it sound good?
Yeah, we're about to find out in this video. We're also going to try to find out who made this thing. JCPenney's name is on it, but who really made this thing?
It's a mystery.
Well, we're going to find out it's Toshiba.
Toshiba.
Yeah. I've seen these come up from time to time. Never bought one, but I finally got one. I assumed they wouldn't be much good, but actually this one is pretty good. We're going to listen to how it sounds and do a sample recording in just a second.
Okay.
Okay, we just got this unpacked. Let's plug it in and see what sort of state it's in. It's relatively clean, a little bit dusty. Cap stands are dirty. The pinch rollers are dirty, although it doesn't look too bad. All right, let's see what happens. Here we go. Motor turns, light comes on. It's like the motor runs all the time when it's on. I guess that'll make it easy to clean. All right, let's see if she plays. All right, we're getting some signal. Let's see, play. Looks like the basic stuff seems to work. Fast forward's a little weak, so we do need to take it apart and clean it a little bit. So we just had two small screws on the back, two silver screws on the side. This looks like the lid is ready to come off. Wow, that's quite a circuit board there. Wow, this hits all circuit board on the inside. Wow, look at that thing. It's like a stair step of circuit boards. As far as who manufactured this, I'm guessing Toshiba, since it says a big old Toshiba on the circuit board right there. And there's several Toshiba chips. Well, the cassette mechanism is connected by these connectors, that plug in, and there's a little like pan at the bottom. I think that's probably where I'm going next. I'm going to take that plastic pan off and see what I can see there. Another screw on the side as well. Okay. Got to bend it down and slide it forward. There we go. There's that plate. Let's see what we can see. Oh, okay. With that plate off, you can see the bottom of the flip auto reverse head and kind of some of the rest of the mechanism down here. Now there's the switch. I guess I should be able to get that whole mechanism out. Let's work on that next. A couple things I've noticed already. The counter wasn't working, and I see the remains of the counter belt just hanging off in there. I probably need to make sure that doesn't get all over me. So the counter belt, it seems to be gone. There's a little crack. This was shipped roughly, so it probably got a little crack in the mechanism there. Flywheel or the belt seems pretty good. It doesn't slip at all. It looks like there's two of these red screws which hold the mechanism out. Probably get a screwdriver in right here and get that out. I just want to be really careful. The motor wires are the only thing that's soldered. It looks like that will unplug and that will unplug. So then I can get in there and maybe replace the counter belt and grease everything up a little bit. Okay, discovered a couple things. First of all, surprisingly, there's no idler tires in here. There are gears, and I think the reason the fast forward was so sluggish is it looks like the counter belt has disintegrated and just gummed up the works. So it's be a matter of cleaning that off, but this is really easy to get to. Unfortunately, I think the thrift store shipping affected this negatively, and I've got a broken plastic. Accessing this was pretty easy. There's a piece of the counter belt down at the bottom too. Yeah, so I think this should be pretty easy just to clean this thing up, put a new counter belt in there, and get it going again. Yeah, I got a lot of gunk off there, but just noticed when I was examining this thing, there's a ton of it on there too, so you never know when those belts wear out. They go everywhere. Like, if I can show that on the camera. Man, that's a mess. Yuck, yuck. So down here in the south we have sweet tea. That is just nasty. Now that's interesting. It says river, looks like river river, and it's a bunch of resistors. There's a couple of things in this circuit board. Maybe somebody out there who knows electronics can tell me what that means, but it's a bunch of resistors stacked up labeled river. For the counter belt, doesn't have to be audiophile quality. I just need to find something that fits. So if I measure the distance from the hole to about where the pulley is, I'm amazed at how easy that was. This thing just needs to be screwed in. There's not too much tension on that belt. Seems good. I mean, just 4 screws, it came out. I think if the thrift store people had been nice running shipping, that wouldn't be broken. Now I gotta do is put these screws back in. We should be able to test it. Also gonna clean off that flywheel belt just in case. Gotta trick it by holding in one of these switches to make it run. So Dr. Cassette was a good YouTuber out there who took apart cassette decks and repaired them, and he used to say use Windex or glass cleaner instead of alcohol. So I'm trying that on these pinch rollers. I still use alcohol on the cap stands. Try the reverse one. So one of the key features on this deck is auto reverse. Front and center, it's all about auto reverse. You got play one side only, play one side and the other side, or play both sides once and play forever. Then you got this button called quick reverse. Quick reverse is interesting, and to talk about that, we need to revisit our friend the TIAC 555 from another earlier video. It also has something quick reverse. Basically, it's called real-time reverse. And so what that does is it detects the leader tape, which is that little clear area at the end of the tape. So when you get to the end of the one side, it would normally wait for the reel to stop turning and flip, but if it could shine light through this, it can reverse a little quicker. So let's demonstrate that. All right, there's where the leader tape comes in on this tape. So I'm gonna wind it back. Let's see where you make sure the camera can see that. Wind it back to where I'm still in where I'm just into the tape, away from the leader. And then I'm gonna stick this in here, reset the counter to 0, and then just rewind a little bit. Then we'll make sure quick reverse is on. Make sure we're set to play both sides and just start playing. What we should see, it's playing right now, and we should see when this hits 0 or close to 0, it should reverse without waiting for the reel to stop and sense that it's the end of the tape. Yeah, so that reversed right on 0. So now we're going to try it again, except we're going to turn off quick reverse. So let's rewind back a little bit before 0 again. Turn off quick reverse and play again. And so now what we're going to see is we're going to see a sort of a standard auto reverse where mechanical detection. It'll just, the reels will stop turning for a second, then it'll reverse and it'll be back on the leader. I guess I could have taken the tape out to prove that it's on the leader, but you could just trust me. So now we should go past 0. The TIAC actually does it better. I'll tell you why in just a second. So now we're going past 0 and we should, yep, I can see the leader in there. Now see it stopped. Let me stop it and look at it. We should be on the leader now. So yeah, we've got to play. We save a little time, but the problem though is the TIAC has something called blank scan. So let me do that again. I need a tape with some blank stuff. If I turn on blank scan, not only will it quick reverse, but it will also find silence on the tape and fast forward past it. So if you have an album with like some blank space at the end, it'll skip past automatically, because this one can do music search, detect sound levels, and quick reverse. This one can just do quick reverse, and I think only on side 1. So because there's only, I can only see a little sensor on the left side here. You know, it's got the IC logic control, so very clean look to the front of it. They've even got the microphone jacks hidden in the back. I'd say it's, a better than average, decent value, probably a lot better mechanism with the 2 motors and all that stuff that you wouldn't get today. But anyway, that's about it. And hope you enjoyed this video. And I know last time everybody wanted me to get a Nakamichi. I'd love to have one, but I've got Nakamichi taste and a JC Penney budget. So that's about it.
Yeah. So we'll see you next time for another awesome video.
Bye.